You are now allowed to walk outside with guns in Florida.
Tonight, the state attorney general is making it clear. Openly carrying a firearm is now the law in Florida. This comes after a district court of appeals struck down the state's decades-old ban, calling it unconstitutional. Our Sydney DeShawn spoke with Eric Friday, general counsel for Florida Carry, about what this means for gun owners and how law enforcement on the First Coast is responding.
The way Floridians carry firearms in public is changing after the state attorney general instructed law enforcement to no longer arrest or prosecute anyone for openly carrying a firearm in most public places. This following an appeals court ruling that the long-standing ban conflicted with the Second Amendment right to bear arms. Eric Friday, general counsel for Florida Carry, helped lead the case challenging the ban.
The fact is we have a right to carry. We have a right to bear arms in this state and in this country.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, Jacksonville Beach Police, and Sheriff's offices in Clay, Baker, St. Johns, and Nassau counties announcing they will no longer enforce the ban.
Law enforcement's on notice today. Don't harass gun owners. If you don't have a reason to stop them, leave them alone.
Friday says the court's decision applies to all firearms, handguns, rifles, and shotguns.
There was no way to legally carry in Florida before this ruling. Even a person who was hunting was breaking the law and could be lawfully arrested, and then it was their job to go into court and say, but I was hunting.
Law enforcement agencies stressed restrictions on carrying firearms remain in places like schools, courthouses, and certain government buildings as defined in state law.
There's a statute, 79006, subsection 12A. It lists where guns are prohibited. Anywhere else, people are welcome to carry in the state of Florida after this ruling.
Private property owners and businesses may still bar firearms on site, but Friday says a sign alone doesn't carry legal weight. Owners must ask individuals to leave.
If they want to ask a person with an openly carried or concealed carried firearm to leave, the person should do so. Failure to do so is armed trespass. It is a felony.
State officials and advocates reminding gun owners that responsible behavior is still required.
I would ask all gun owners to remember to behave respectfully, responsibly, and just know that we're ambassadors for the community, and it's important that we act as such.
In Jacksonville, Sydney DeShawn, First Coast News, on your side.
This is just a YN's wet dream. Giving niggas that has alligators as pets guns to roam freely with sane people out in the street gotta be a setup. Who the hell are passing these laws? I swear we are better off going back to carrying swords and going back to duels like back in the days. Cause just imagine now how many more people will start dying because of this lax-ass bill. You thought road rage was scary, imagine just cutting the line and getting popped. Or someone with barely no gun training decides to have a gun on their hip like it's a wild wild west and ultimately get their gun taken for showing it out. Many things could go wrong with this when you have guns too accessible to emotionally immature people. In America, we literally have more guns than people, and even more ammo that can feed generations. I went to the shooting range and buying ammo was the cheapest thing there. I think I spent about like $20 to $50 on ammo, and I had more than 100 plus bullets left after I got done shooting. And I was there for some time, to the point my hands started hurting. To put in perspective, if everybody got shot right now that's alive in this world, there will still be about 1 trillion to 4 trillion of ammo left. And just keep in mind, one bullet can just take one person out. But if you live in Florida, just like me, may God be with us all.
This guy I killed last night, he just pushed an AK-47 in my face. And as a guy was born and grown in Kingston town, I'm not gonna go out like a punk.
60-year-old Donovan Stewart says it was about 3 in the morning when a gunman tried to get into his van to rob him.
This man who knocked on my door while I dead sleep.
His girlfriend and 11-year-old son were with him, and he says he had to act quickly.
So I said, well, all right. This is what going to happen now. You're going to kill me and me going to kill you. Let's see. So quick thinking, quick reflex, I'm trained. I'm a security officer. I got a G license. I got a concealed weapon license. And I'm a member of the NRA. While he pushed the kid in my face, it was so close. I get the nozzle away from my face, and I empty my Glock in my chest.
He demonstrates what he did at Northwest 6th Court and 70th Street.
When he fly my door open, the only thing he do is tuck the AK in my face. And my gun was right there, what you doing? And that's how I get him.
Miami police officer Mike Vega says it appears this was self-defense.
Everybody's cooperating, but we still need more information.
It was a split-second decision.
To defend my life and my family, I have the possibility to defend innocent people. I'll do it too. You know? You just don't wake me up in the morning and push a AK up my nose and think you're going to live. No. They tried the wrong person with that.